This is everything I take to the range with me in addition to guns and ammo. Every time I go to the range, especially when I'm taking groups, I feel like I would spend like an hour going and gathering things from all over my house. So I decided to throw everything in a range case that I can just go in the range, throw in my truck, and I have pretty much everything that I need. So I'm gonna go through everything that I have in here, and if you think I'm missing anything, please put it in the comment section below. Well, now I chose to go with a hard case, just in case it's rained on, I can pitch it in the truck, I don't have to be super careful, and I don't have to worry about things getting broken or scratched like these glasses. I could have gone with a duffel bag. So starting from the top here, I do have a couple of tools and cleaning supplies. So I put it in this case. I'm just kind of kicking around in there. So I have a couple of Torx wrench, Torx heads, Phillips, a flathead, some patches or whatever, some basic cleaning things if a gun was really nasty, and then I also have some lubricant just in case some gun was struggling to cycle or something. I could do some basic field stripping and cleaning up there. I think I'm also going to add a set of Allen wrenches to this as well, but that's it so far for tools. I also have some basic tools in my truck that I always just hang out in there. I have eyes and ears for up to 8 people. I usually have my sunglasses as well. And then I have these additional glasses. I do have some for shooters that go over glasses because I've gone shooting with people who wear regular prescription lenses. And then I don't have any ears that go over the ears. Honestly, earplugs are higher rated typically anyway, and they're much cheaper and they fit in a much smaller space. So I just have a bunch of earplugs there as well. I do have some basic targets. So I have a bunch of these papers printed out, and then I bring a staple gun as well, just so I can go and throw them on a board that I throw in my truck every single time as well. I do carry a bunch of paperwork, so I have my tax stamp information for my suppressor. Heaven forbid anybody ever asks me about that. I got it. And then I have some basic information. I've been questioned on a lot of these things while I'm at the range by either random people that come talk to me, or I've ran into 2 Forest Service individuals that have talked to me as well. So the first one is wildlife management areas / property information. So these are all the maps of the wildlife management areas, which in my area you can't shoot from January 1st till the 2nd Saturday in April. You can't shoot there. A bunch of mapping, where I can shoot, when I can shoot, and all that stuff. Okay, this stuff is target and safety information as well as the latest fire information. So typically in your state you can go to some website that will tell you what level of fire danger you're in, and it's going to determine what type of targets you can shoot at. So for example, when the fire danger is high, they don't even like us shooting at steel, which I personally think is kind of lame. They also don't like you shooting at explosive targets when it's super dry out. So I do have some firearm safety information, so I could talk about that. I had one guy come up to me, one Forest Service guy, and he actually got mad at me for shooting clay pigeons once, which was super lame. If you go look at their website, it does say they don't like you to shoot things that shatter or break apart, such as this is on this, so Tanerite, televisions, computers, propane tanks, glass bottles, etc. on their land. But on their website, it does specifically say target shooting, you can use paper targets or clay pigeons and a safe backdrop. And then again, it says down here, you can use clay pigeons. So that guy, he was mistaken. And so I printed this out. So next time, if Forest Service guy says I can't shoot clay pigeons, I'm gonna be like, actually on your website it says I can, and they biodegrade pretty quickly as well. And then I also have some legal information. So this is Garland v. Cardle, and I've gone through and like highlighted all the specific things so you can real quickly be like, okay, yeah, what he's got is completely legal. This came down like a week ago, by the way, on bump stocks. So I had to go magnetic fishing anyway. So I also have some spare batteries for any red dots or LPVOs that might need some of those things. So this is a golf ball launcher. It's just kind of fun. With that, I do have some golf balls and some blanks. And again, with golf balls, you have to make sure you're not shooting them on Forest Service land where you're going to be leaving them. So private property is great, or shoot them into the backstop where you can just go pick them up later. I have, just for when I take groups, I like to talk about firearm safety, go over it real quick. So I do bring a kind of a trainer dummy gun. I bring a brass catcher for my AR, just in case you're shooting a ton or in the snow, it's nice to have. I do have some Tanerite. that is just a fun target. Again, you need to make sure you're doing it in a legal area, so not on Forest Service land. You got to do it on private property, and in times of the year when you're not going to light the mountain on fire, because heaven forbid you do not want to do that. So I personally like to do it when there's honestly a little bit of snow on the ground, because the probability of lighting the mountain fire when there's snow is about 0. And then also have a range finder in here as well. So I'm going to put a shot timer right here, just so I can have fun and time things at the range. So that is pretty much it for what I have in this case, but there are a couple things in addition that I bring, some of which are in my ammo can. I guess I can show you that as well. Okay, so this is the ammo can that I bring to the range with me every single time. It just has a little bit of all the ammunition I shoot. So I bring a bag to pick up all the brass that I shoot, just because I reload. I have some subsonic 22 long rifle. I have a magazine speed loader. I have some 45 auto, some 223, a bunch of 9, because that's what I usually shoot the most. A bunch of 22 long rifle back here. It's about 500 rounds. A little bit of extra 6.5 Creedmoor. A couple additional bags, so if I shoot with a lot of people and we shot a lot of like 9 or 223 or whatever, I can have multiple bags that I can pass out for people to pick up brass or whatever with. And then in here, I also have some of these guys. These are like snap caps or whatever. Like if it's a brand new shooter and they're really dipping their muzzle in anticipation of recoil, I tell them to stop doing that and hold it tight, and then you can put this somewhere in the load with them, and then it'll cycle like normal, and then you'll see them dip like crazy before they pull the trigger. Okay, in addition to that, there are also a couple things that I do bring, especially when I'm doing bigger groups. So some of those, I have a crank that goes on a 1022. It's just a ton of fun to bring that. Clay throwers, they don't fit really well in this thing, which is kind of a bummer. So I have 4 different clay throwers for people to bring, to people to throw with. So I'll bring those. A table and chairs, especially it's nice to set up a table for all your stuff, a table for clay pigeons, chairs if you're shooting kind of a bench rest style thing, or just for people just to kind of relaxing while others are shooting. I bring typically a fire extinguisher, bucket, and shovel. I've had Forest Service people ask me if I have anything to put out fires or anything, if something, heaven forbid. I've never even seen a spark or anything so you can come close to starting fire. But anyway, I bring it just in case. It makes them real happy when you're out there, the Forest Service guys. I bring trash bags, typically, especially when I'm doing groups. We'll spend a little bit of time afterward and bringing crap off the range. Once I even picked up a washer, I'll put a link to that video somewhere up here. Don't leave those. I picked up couches, love seats, coat hangers, iPad, anyway, trash bags. First aid kit, just in case anybody gets hurt. Usually it's just a bee sting or something like that. And then obviously extra mags for all my guns, because I don't have them all chilling in the safe. So I'll bring those. And then sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, either spotting scope or chronograph, this tripod. Okay, I will put this list of things that I mentioned in the description below. If you think I missed anything or something I should probably bring, either help training aids or whatever, please put it in the comments section below. I'd love to hear any advice that you may have. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.